A gang of college frat boys walked into CVS, loud and laughing the term Chirac. I turned around like the black man in Frantz Fanon's Black Skin, White Mask when the little French child said, "Look, a Negro." Because in naming, one should always expect an answer. In Bloomington, Indiana, a name like Chirac is for the shadows of Chicago's West and South Side, where news stories about bullet wounds can only be compared to a third world country. The four frat boys continued to laugh as I remained stuck in an aisle, confused about the meaning of natural and artificial flavors. Chirac, I laughed, and then laughed again to myself at the memory of my saxophonist friend complaining about journalists who refer to his sound as Coltrane-ish. The two sound nothing alike, besides maybe an instrument. So I turned to the laughing frat boys and asked, "Do you pronounce it Chirac or Chirac? As in, who is the president of Iraq or Iraq? As in, who came to occupy Inglewood or North Lawndale? As in, do you even know about Inglewood or North Lawndale? As in, when you merge the names of a city and a nation, do you know anything about either place?" The boys looked stunned, one step forward with a hands up, don't shoot pose. I fired anyway. What does 5 gunshots look like to a girl who comes home before the streetlights glare? Could it sound like home? What do Iraqi children dream about besides war or religion? Wasn't I the child stuffed in windowless classrooms built like prisons? Wasn't I the child given books with torn front and back covers, restrooms with ripped down doors where us girls had to pee in front of each other, quelling the awkwardness with reminders that it's okay, we all have the same thing? Tell me about mothers who raise their children amongst bullets. Tell me about mothers who kiss their sons, who carry guns and bullet wounds in their chests. Tell me about black on black crime. Tell me about human beings being murdered. "It was just a joke," one of the gentle boys said. "I mean, Chicago can be a scary place." I told them, that yes, I do know. And that until they've actually held the names of boys and girls on their tongues for longer than a 5-second sigh at the number of deaths rendered invisible in this American landscape, don't talk to me about war, about bodies falling, about this black body here. What is it you have to say to the woman whose name you speak? Chirac. I am here, as alive as a ghost rebirthed in Bloomington, Indiana. And when you call someone's name, always expect an answer.